of October, like toast. When my granddaddy came sober, count all the fingers and the toes. Now I suppose your little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beatings with the girl of drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl. Let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Here was fun.
What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on here? Hey, what are you doing here? What's that? No business with you guys. What the hell? No, you know what? I don't have to wait till tonight. I'll take care of the Bulldog business here. You coming in on the K9 posse? Let me tell you something, buddy. All right. That's what I think of you. I'll fix you right here. Get this bark out of here.
We're here on the Big Daddy Hour, coming to you from Center Ring. We're here at Century Toyota in Wallingford, live with the real deal Joel Davis and his agent Ralphie G. Now they were in a tag match today, and Joel Davis certainly kicked ass. And the hell with the censors, Big Daddy will say whatever he wants, whenever he wants, to whoever he wants. This is the Big Daddy Hour. Go ahead, Joel. Go ahead, Ralphie G. Give him the rundown.
Right. Ralphie G, tell him how you spell Davis. Davis. Deep and dangerous. A for arrogant, B for vicious, I for irresistible, and S for satisfaction for all the pretty ladies all over the world, baby. Wherever I am, I'm gonna give it a reality check. And remember one thing, the real deal Joel Davis is the future of professional wrestling. You tell him, baby.
You're here on a Guardian of Chaos, the Big Daddy Hour. Now, camera, shut that damn camera off.
Look at the physique on this young man.
And WWF superstar, WCW Hall of Famer, the Junkyard Dog died in an automobile accident last week. His real name was Sylvester Ritter. All you people know that. He was killed in a car accident away from South Carolina to Mississippi, I believe. That's where he was from. They just did a tribute to him on ECW, too. Let's get to some news. I really don't like to do the big-time news. I'm an independent hardcore man, and you can see me in Stratford tonight. We'll be partying at the Ramada Inn with all the stars. Tomorrow in Bridgeport, weather pending, we'll do it anyway. Sunday, next Saturday in Middletown on the 20th, UWA K9 Posse. We're coming to your town, and we will kick your ass. I don't care about the censors. They can throw me off the air. They can censor me out. I'll go back there and kick their ass, too. And the Godwins, as you saw last week, are no longer the Godwins. Personal friends of mine. We hung out backstage at Raw one night, and there was this good-looking blonde under the table. I don't want to get into it because it's a kid's show. We tilted a few back all night, too. Got some ECW news. Beulah, one hell of a woman. She got some Major League Yabos, I'll tell you that. I'm sure the guys in the back can agree to that. A little hands up to the Yabos on that one. She'll only be doing TV tapings. Who knows what happened? The guys all probably want a piece of her. I wouldn't mind throwing her a shot myself. And something about Triple H, call, quit, anyone. I don't ever. They're copying all kinds of things from the NWO. Big Daddy Hour. You're welcome to the initial show. I don't know how many times we'll be able to do this. Like I said, I owe the Fog Man for giving me a little chance to do this. I work a lot. I don't have a lot of time. You guys don't got enough money to pay me to stay here and do a weekly show. And we're going to call out a few guests in a couple of minutes. I got some questions I want to ask some people. Some celebrities were supposed to be here for Center Ring, too. Missy Hyatt, John Diamond, obviously no shows. Photo shoots coming up. Talking about J.C. Biggs, the UWA. We'll be getting into all that news as I call the stars out. Because remember, I am your manager of the year. And you know what? I may pretty soon be your television host of the year.
Tonight, Ralph Mosca will be taking on Tough Tony DeVito with this man, Big Daddy, Guardian of Chaos, in his corner. What do you say about it, Big Daddy?
Well, it's about damn time you got the microphones and the cameras on the Guardian of Chaos. Let me throw this award over there. Big Daddy, your manager of the year. You know what?
What's that?
I think this would look nice on you. Tonight, Roughhouse Ralph Mosca, you're in for more than you can handle. Tough Tony DeVito, top 500 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, 3 years running. Your manager of the year. Here he is, Tough Tony DeVito in the Guardian of Chaos.
Roughhouse, you've been talking a lot of crap in the back about getting a push, about going with shit. You don't know something, boy. I'm your push. Here it is. Come get some.
You know what? That's all you need to know here in Northeast. Give me my feathers back.
weighs 238 pounds, Tony DeVito.
NWA, Tony DeVito, coming to kick somebody's ass.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy is your manager of the year. Voted by you, the fans. 1998 Manager of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 240 pounds, John Diamond.
was just curious. I'm kind of interested in getting involved in wrestling myself, and I'm just wondering where there's a school.
Because most of the people out here, like Bobby Heenan once said, have the brain of a dehydrated baby. But there's several schools in the Northeast area. Killer Kowalski, for you old-timers out there, has a school up in Malden, Mass. Ox Baker's running one in Scotland, Connecticut. Larry Sharp, luscious Larry Sharp from the WWF, has his Monster Factory where Bam Bam Bigelow graduated from down in New Jersey. There's also the Power Plant if you want to go big time down at the WCW. And I even think the WWF is running one in Connecticut. And I know the Samoans even have a school. There's plenty of them out there. Tony DeVito, who's an independent guy and does a lot of shows with the big time guys. He also runs a school, I believe it's out of New York. There's several schools. If you're serious about it, you can definitely get into it.
No. Are all of them? And what about steroids now? How do most of them place? Most of them, I don't even know, WWF, WC.
All right, well, let me break it down to you. I'm going to be honest about steroids. Big Daddy took them years ago. I'll be the first one to admit it. It was under doctor's care. You know, syringe, the pills, the whole 9 yards. It was for athletic performance, but I was under doctor's care.
Yeah.
And I feel
probably legal.
This was, I'm talking back when no one knew the side effects. No one knew what it was going to do to you. This is the late 70s, early 80s. Big Daddy's a lot older than he looks. He's been around a lot longer than I'd like to admit, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey.
Now, it did help me. It helped me put on some size. It helped me with the strength, but I feel, especially in today's sports, these top athletes, whether you're talking about bodybuilders, weightlifters, wrestlers, football, baseball, basketball, if you're at the top of your game and that's your living, these guys can say whatever they want, but I think the majority of them are still taking them.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan takes them.
I say back in the day he did. I don't know about now. The guy's lost 30 or 40 pounds. He's in his late 40s, and the guy's still in great shape.
Yeah.
But these guys do this for a living. These guys work out 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. And if you look in those muscle and fitness and flex books, you know those guys are juiced up. I'm not going to sit here and be an advocate for it or against it. I tried it back in the day. It did what it did for me. It had some side effects. I'm going to be honest. I have some health conditions because of this stuff. I'm going to be honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I didn't overdo it and the whole 9 yards. You should talk to your doctor or under your doctor's care or sports medicine people if you want more information about it.
That's what I plan on doing anyway, because the only way to...
You sound like a smart kid.
The only way to do it is by going to a doctor, because he can tell you what the best steroids for you are to take, in other words.
And if you deal with them on the black market, a lot of them are coming in from Mexico right now. That's where a lot of steroids are coming from, Mexico, Canada, because it's illegal here, and it's over-the-counter stuff down there. You don't know if it's a placebo effect, if it's real, if it's not real. So the best thing, I don't know if you would get it from a doctor. I mean, if you're serious about it, I say hard work will get you there more than steroids ever will. But I guess it doesn't help. If you eat right and exercise and all that, you don't need any of that garbage. None of it. Supplements, andro, creatine. You're talking to someone who went to school for it. I have a background, and I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling anybody's leg, and I'll be one of the few people to get up here and tell it like it is about the steroids and everything else that you want to know.
Okay. I appreciate the information. And where is this place in Connecticut, the school in Connecticut that you're talking about?
Well, you'll have to get in touch with Ox Baker. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He was in Escape from New York with Kurt Russell. He was the long guy with the long goatees in his 60s. He's a tough guy. He's going to be at the show in mid-November here, so you might want to show up and talk to some people, and they can direct you the right way. Maybe even Big Daddy can help you out.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely, if I see you there, I'll definitely come up to you and let you know who it was you were talking to on the phone.
All right, anybody can come up to Big Daddy. Kids, babies, women, men. Just don't touch me. Keep your filthy hands off me. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to these viewers out here. You sound like an intelligent guy.
All right, I was going to say, all right, I'll see you there.
All right.
Take care. Another good caller.
Yes, see, Dave, you know what it is? A lot of the stars, you'll get people on here. You know, I ran around with a lot of people. They won't tell you the truth about the steroids and the effects, and Big Daddy be the first one to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell it like it is. I'm a man who tells it like it is.
Can't fault the man for that. Take another call. You're live on Ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is C-O-A. Cut the goddamn music! We're out here in Arizona. Look at all you people. The man we're about to face, he may be a legend. I'll give him that. He may be a Hall of Famer. But tonight, we're going to kick that legend's ass. I want to give big ups to my brothers in the 8-1, and you know what I'm talking about. We're going to kick somebody's ass. And his opponent from Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing in at 487 pounds, World Wrestling Federation legend, King Kong Bundy! Number one, Bullhead City Roll! And number two, the idea of Big Daddy, of two treacherous maggots like you coming to God's country, Arizona, and talking that trash just makes me sick. You punks are going out of here, and you're going out of here fast.
Tonight, you watch it right here at AWA.
one of the largest shows of the year. This is going to be the largest event on the Colorado River that's in the history of Laughlin, in the history of the River Run, in the history of Bullhead City. We have some of the top stars from the World Wrestling Federation. They will be live. They will be here in person. We have some of the top stars from all of the organizations, and they will be here. As far as Jon Stewart goes, we, for 2 long years, have attempted to put him out of the business. Once again, I am forced to interrupt Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I hope you're really proud of yourself that wrestlers have flown 30 hours to get here because of your chaotic, ridiculous scheduling with air flights and whatnot. I only have one thing to say about tomorrow, and I have one thing to say about life. If you want something like the world title, you call the championship committee together and you ask for a championship match. You don't steal the title out of the trophy case when the people of the city have their back turned. Bottom line. Whether King Kong Bundy or I is victorious, I have one thing in life that's greater than a world heavyweight title, and that our friends in this wrestling industry who are here with me tonight and today, who will represent me and who will sponsor me and back me up and support me, and quite possibly tomorrow, the biggest night of my life. I'd like to introduce him now from the World Wrestling Federation, Doink the Clown, from the World Wrestling Federation, from the ministry, Heaven and Hell. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our newest acquisitions, a longtime dear friend of mine from the World Wrestling Federation, one of the Beast from the East. He is the man. He is one other than Big Daddy.
Thank you, John, for having me on here. What's going on, fellas? It's good to see you.
I just have one thing to say. Thank you to the city of Bullhead, Laughlin. Thank you to the Ramada, everybody here, the 50, 60,000 motorcyclists who will be in attendance tomorrow. And they will witness history, because my friends and I are going to make history, because there's one thing that a King Kong Bundy and a Hulk Hogan and a Steve Austin cannot beat, and that's destiny, and that's what we got here tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's our manager of the year, Big Daddy. Right now, the AWA Superstars of Wrestling here in Laughlin with all. I want to introduce the High Priest and Heaven and Hell from the AWA. Come on out, fellas. Look what I got here for the AWA Superstars of Wrestling. Gentlemen, give them a rundown. Tell them whose ass you're going to kick here in Laughlin tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, I've got a match against my own brother, which I still love and respect. But I'll do anything it takes to put a title around my waist. 12 years in the business, and unfortunately, I have nothing against you, brother.
Let me tell you,
Brother.
I've had it all our lives going with my face on his face. I'm sick of getting beat up because I look like you. I'm getting sick of the girls going to you because you look like me. Well, I'm going to put an end to this tomorrow. Tomorrow when we enter the ring, I will show you who is more superior. Although we're twins, we look alike. I am Vector. I will defeat you, Steve.
You know,
I put this team together.
You know, this press conference is over because you guys don't really have anything intelligent to say now, do you? Ooh. Oh, I caught them off guard, didn't I? Go ahead, say something smart.
You know, it's like
this. We put this team together to combat all the bad things going on in the AWA. We're going to rule the AWA. But you know, number 2 son comes out here and thinks that he is number 1. Well, let me tell you something. My boy right here, a little bit of the heaven, is going to kick hell's ass.
No way. It ain't going to happen.
Well,
it ain't going to happen.
all the people they're seeing what's going on today. He says, Heaven will kick hell's ass. We'll see tomorrow who goes on 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, it will be me that goes on top of heaven.
We're out of here.
We're going to be stopping it here.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. I don't want any problems here on the set. I don't want no problems. Thank you, gentlemen. You heard it there from Heaven and Hell. The Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy.
I'm doing a lot of things with some race cars and rock bands and motorcycle racers, so I'll be doing personal appearances at local tracks, and we'll get to that if you tap into my website, July 9th for the NWA Northeast and Michael Bryan Danbury Police Athletic Building. This guy's had 9 straight sellouts of 1,500, 2,000 people or more. He puts on a great show. Very professional. Psycho Sid is the current NEW champ, who's in WCW, so we don't know what's up with that. The 4th of July, All-American Class out with King Kong Bundy, the Bushwhackers, Heaven and Hell from the Ministry out in Wisconsin at the casinos. Rockfest 99, August 22nd at the Ponte Club, the field there in Waterbury, and you can tap into it, get tickets for that. There's going to be 8 bands, plenty of girls for everybody, plenty of guys for all the girls, and, you know, maybe for Purdy Curry, who's my next guest soon. And 1 to 7, I'll be the MC of the event. I was hanging out with Journey Foreigner, so Big Daddy does that on the side too, and that'll be a good time. So those are some of the local things coming up. NAWA, which I did a big show at the Westchester County Center in New York about a month or so back for Slam Jam 99 with all the stars from San Martino to Sid to the Samoan Gangsters, Pitbulls, Public Enemy, you know, all the Ace Darling, Devin Storm, the big independent guys. So great show. He's going to be running a show in Connecticut, September 24th at Platt Tech. Big Daddy will probably be on it. As a matter of fact, I guarantee I'll be on it. There'll be a lot of big stars. This guy had 3,000 people in Westchester, so we'll see what happens. I want to throw a little shout out to the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, his camp down in Shawsville, Virginia. And he runs on Sundays. You guys want to stop down there? That's a school. That's a reputation. You'll go somewhere in the business if you hook up with the Boogie Woogie Man. And for all you internet geeks, and I guess I consider myself one now too, the NWA UFO, which is out of Japan, June 29th is going to be running a live show and broadcast on the internet at 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. But they'll be thrown out for a bunch of different sites. You can check that out live on the internet. And I think I've mentioned, or maybe not, the AWF in Australia. I'm negotiating with them right now. They're going to be running some big shows. And also from down under, the High Risk Warrior Wrestling with the Pitbulls and Primo Canela. That's July 17th in Melbourne. Big Daddy's looking to go overseas to all these places. We're talking to Germany, Japan, and hopefully down under. And before we get a little carried away here, and once again, I can't help but saying that we have the exotic candy to my right, lent to me from Center Ring, looking beautiful, looking the legs, and loving life here with the Guardian of Chaos. If we can hit the music for my next guest, not yet, an independent guy who's doing a lot of area shows, working for CCW. A kid, if you look at him, isn't much to look at. It looks like one of the NSYNC guys or something like that. But I'll tell you, I've seen him in a couple independent shows, and he can handle himself. He may be, you know, have a little sugar in the tank, but who am I to say anything about anybody? Let's bring out Independence star, so to speak, from CCW. Let's see how he does in this business, because we don't know what's going to happen, but he's on the scene now. Pretty coming from the Hanging Tough Guys. I don't know, sweetheart, I'm a little scared of this guy.
Oh, my God. Hey, I know him.
Oh, hey, there are too many things that can intimidate the Guardian of Chaos, but somebody gets in touch with the other side, that might happen.
You in the trunk for trying to take my man. Now you're trying to take my other man. I don't.
Pretty Curdy.
You better keep your
Candy,
hands off me.
Candy, relax. I'll take care of this. We'll take care of this after the show. You sit over here and you be the visual impact that you are. Relax. Big word. Take a deep breath. Good girl. Now let's control here. This isn't Center Ring. Big Daddy runs a professional show here. We're not running chaos. Available runs a good show, but it's mayhem.
Big Daddy, I have one thing to say to him.
Uh-oh.
Kiss my ass.
Oh my God, mark the spot. Oh my God. Very nice, that was very nice. See what you got here on the Big Daddy Show? You never know what's going to happen. Was that a tongue? I believe that was some dental floss between the cheeks. Anyway, Big Daddy, between Center Ring and his own show, man, oh man, have I had quite a lot to see today.
I must ask you,
can we take a bathroom break? Anyway.
Big Daddy, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Pretty Curdy, welcome to the Guardian of Chaos Big Daddy Show. And it's good to have you on here, I guess. You know, I'm an equal opportunity employer here, and if you could stop playing games over here.
At you.
Oh, we saw where it says big where it comes. We won't get into that.
Big Daddy,
I was wondering about that.
They say if it's in jail, it's not cheating. I don't know what that means. But we'll keep it to that. Curdy, like I said, I don't have a problem with you being on my show. You know, to each their own. Big Daddy doesn't care about any of that. I hate everybody equally. And if you can give us the rundown of maybe your background and some experience and who you've been trained by, or just what you're doing now, where you see your career going. I've checked you out before on the indie shows, and I know you run with Hangin' Tough, which is guys from PWI, Mike Cuomo, Bad News Bob, and several other gentlemen, the Postman, and you had Bad Boy Rocky Shore at one time. Give us a rundown on yourself, your experience, and where you think you're going in this business, and just don't get too close, Curtis. I like the barrel, though. I love the barrel. Big Daddy, I mean, even, can I try it on? Big Daddy, look, he's been known to have a bow or two, and, you know, it doesn't make you a bad guy.
Can I borrow that bower?
No, you can't touch
As you can
it.
see, this is the most Candy's ever said in her life, so we'll have to edit this all out later. She's a beautiful girl, but I think she went to high school somewhere that I'm not familiar with. Whatever that means. Sweetheart, you're looking lovely.
See, he's trying to...
Can we get on to what's going on here?
I must say, Pretty Curdy right now is a superstar in the CCW, as you well know.
Approach that foreign-looking object there. I know you are probably adept or can adapt to relating with that object, and if you can just give us the rundown here on Pretty Curdy and CCW and Hangin' Tough
question was,
guys.
where am I going?
Just give us a general rundown. You got your 15 minutes here, Curdy. You got your spotlight here on the Big Daddy show. It's going to be going out to a lot of people. Let's everyone know what you're going on. And like she said, you're going back in the truck.
No. And Popalicious, I will get a piece of that. Now, Pretty Curdy is going straight to the top of not only the CCW, but the wrestling world. Big Daddy, you're a big name, but Pretty Curdy is going to be an even bigger name.
And the key word there is bigger.
That's right.
Well,
I'm also big where it counts, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't want to get into a gender thing here, or you know, what your personal lifestyle is. We'll try to get away from that. Big Daddy is a little homophobe working here today, I think, between this and this. I mean, obviously, you know where Big Daddy lies. But anyway, Kurt, you're doing well. I see you got some decent exposure on some local stations and channels here. And give me a background of Curdy, and maybe where we can see you. For those who choose not to hang out at Copacabana, you can always find Pretty Curdy somewhere in a local arena.
Well, Pretty Curdy's been in the wrestling business since last October, and he is going to be performing for the CCW. Hopefully we have some things starting in July. And
are you currently training now? What's your background? Maybe you could throw out a name that maybe you're associated with. You know how people are around here, they want to know things.
Brian Walsh. Brian Walsh works with me, and he's worked with the World Wrestling Federation. And And a lot of the local guys are very helpful with me. Big Daddy, you are very, I must say...
I'm helpful for everybody, but let's not get into that right now. We don't want to get too personal on the kind of chaos here. And so you're working for CCW. Yes. You've been in the business coming up probably a year, and I know you've wrestled some of the independent guys, and maybe we could throw some music on, and you can give us a quick rendition, about a 10 or 15-second dance of something that you do as you approach the ring for a Big Daddy, so I don't know what else to ask the kid. Give it to us, Pretty Curdy, Independent. Oh my God, sweetheart. Oh my God. Well, I want to thank you, Pretty Curdy, for being on the Big Daddy show. Pretty Curdy from Hangin' Tough and CCW, independent being on the rise in the pro wrestling scene. Oh my God. That was, so to speak, probably the weirdest experience that we've had here on the Big Daddy show. And I know that you kind of got into it and had some little personal here. I seen somebody out in the trunk of a car out there earlier, but we're not going to get into that. And Pretty Curdy, I don't know what else to say. That's quite the experience. That is quite the experience for here on the Big Daddy show. That's a first, and I don't know what'll come of it. But we're going to go to
A good friend of mine, Jim Valvano, once said, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up."
All right.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
All right.